Hello friends, welcome to ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today I will discuss about the development of periodical essays or what are the causes which are responsible for the development of periodical essays. In my previous videos I have discussed about the Tatler, the Spectator in detail. Link will be provided in the description box. If you are interested you can also check those videos. So let us start today's topic. The periodical essays emerged during the early part of the 18th century. These essays were born in 18th century and also died in the same century, whereas novel born in 18th century still being written. These essays appeared twice or thrice a week. They were called periodicals due to their publication in journals and magazines, and they were not in book form. Friends, I think my language is very simple and easy to understand, and you can easily understand what I'm going to explain. I don't want to elongate my sentences as I've told in my previous videos, because you people want explanation, and whatever I want to explain I'm giving in written form. So I hope that you can understand. The two major periodicals were the Tatler and the Spectator, and their major contributors were Steele and Addison. After these two essayists, Pope, Jonathan Swift, Dr. Johnson found periodical essays as an eligible medium. Addison and Steele brought about a sense of characterization in the simplicity, and they put forth a vivid picture of contemporary society. The periodical essays that attempted to polish the manners of society were called social essays. Addison's social criticism in The Spectator is the mainstay of the modern social novel. What are the reasons for the growth of periodical essays? These are 4 or 5 points I'm going to explain in detail. So let us start with the first point. The first and foremost reason we can say regarding the popularity of these essays in 18th century was its suitability to the genius of the people of that age. It means it was written according to the genius of people. The earlier phase of the 18th century is famous for the rise of the middle classes in the social history of England, and with the rise in trade and commerce the middle class became rich, and this nouveau class wanted to be look like higher strata of society. This has already been discussed in my previous video. This class had been neglected by highbrow writers. There was little literature meant especially for the middle classes of society. Consequently, the writers like Swift, Pope, Steele addressed all society in general, and this literature particularly suited to the genius of these new patrons. It was the literature of the bourgeois. It gave them what they wanted. It gave them pleasure. And this age has the novel and the periodical essays as the literary embodiments of the spirit. Second reason for the popularity of periodical essays is that it is that type of literature which has a synthesis of delicate and sensitive literature and journalism. It is a synthesis of delicate literature and journalism. Lightness and brevity were its two main features. It was neither too literary nor too journalistic. It could be read, appreciated, and discussed at the tea table or in the coffee houses. It was not in long book form as 17th century literature, and because of increase in reading public of the 18th century, people demanded for easier reading. It normally covered not more than the two sides of a folio half sheet. It also suited the moral temper of their age. These periodical essayists, particularly Steele and Addison, did their best job to create a balance between the Puritans and the reckless bohemians of the Cavalier. The middle class man was sick of the politics prevailing at that time, and these essayists maintained a balance between two types of views of life. These essayists paid more attention to their readers rather than following a single party. They showed in their essays that virtue and pleasure were not always incompatible with each other. They wished to equate religion with virtue and virtue with religion. This was their aim. And before these essays, knowledge had been considered the monopoly of the chosen few. It is Addison who have brought philosophy out of the closets and libraries, schools and colleges, and he made it simple for the we can say semi-educated person, and helped to develop in clubs and assemblies at tea tables and coffee houses. Next reason for the popularity is that Addison and Steele taught the lesson of refinement and elegance to the people of their age, to the we can say to the nouveau class, to the new class. They have an instinct that women could do a lot in setting the tone of society, and before that they wanted their female readers to be aware about what was going on in the society, right? They have instinct that women could do a lot in setting the tone of society, but women should be aware of all the politics, all the social life, all the morals of the society. Addison and Steele emerged as the first writers in the history of English literature who gave adequate importance to female interests. Most of the periodical essayists followed them in writing many of their essays about and for women. One more reason for the popularity of the periodical essays was that they focused only on topics of general interest. They were mere interested in their reading public. They have interest what their reader want from them. They were not related to any religious or political controversy. They were not in favor of Whigs or in favor of Tories. They were neutral writers, and in their writings they maintained a neutral attitude. While writing periodical named as The Guardian, Steele shed his neutral attitude, and what was the result? His popularity declined. The Tatler and the Spectator became popular because they showed interest for the trading class. Most of the traders were Whigs or Tories, and the clash between these two parties, Whigs and Tories, these two parties clash was not only social but also political. In these periodicals, the essayists favored the trading community. Before them, this class was neglected. This class was shown as a class of dishonest people, mean people with calculative nature. But it is Addison who praised this trading community, and this was one of the main reasons of the popularity of these periodical essays. These essays used a simple and conversational style, or we can say conversational language. They wanted it to be lucid and easy to understand. The essays were very near to the common talk, which can be held in coffee houses or can be held on table or uh, which can be acted as a table talk. Their aim was to write literature which will be easily understood and appreciated by even semi-educated reader. So friends, these are the causes for the popularity, or we can say for the growth of periodical essays. I hope you will like my content, and if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel, and if you're new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. And you can also have access to my books that are available on Kindle and Amazon. Link will be provided in the description box, and thanks a lot for watching.